Hey guys, this is Page from Beebom.com, and recently two new laptops from HP arrived. The new HP Omen 15 and the new HP Pavilion Gaming 16. Now these two laptops have recently launched in India, so we have them here. Let's find out what makes them truly interesting. Let's begin. Okay, so first up, this is the new HP Omen 15 laptop, and I really like the matte black classy look with the pretty cool Omen logo in the blue and green graded finish. But the first thing that really got my attention on the Omen 15 is the cooling system. See, HP's Omen laptops have had a perception in the past of not being very cool, but the Omen 15 changes that. There's the new Omen Tempest cooling tech here, and I noticed the new cooling system because of the massive exhaust vents on the back along with the big dual fans. Plus there's another vent on the side along with the ports. So thermal performance seems promising, and I obviously tested it out, but before I get into details of the thermal performance, let me just wrap up other details like the ports here. On the right you have two USB 3.0 ports, a display port, a Thunderbolt 3 USB-C port, and on the left you get the proprietary charging port, an SD card reader, a headphone jack, an HDMI port, and a USB 3.0 port. So you get pretty much everything you need when it comes to the ports. Now when I open up the lid here, and by the way, I think the lid could have been more solid because every time I open up the lid and use it with one hand, the screen kind of wobbles. But yeah, apart from that, I really like the display here. Well, the HP Omen 15 is available in multiple display variants, including one with a crazy 300Hz refresh rate. Now I would have loved to try that out, but this display right here is pretty awesome too. This is a 15.6-inch IPS FHD anti-glare display with a 144Hz refresh rate. And I think this display looks really good. It's fairly bright, the colors look very nice, and the matte finish means the reflections are handled pretty well. Plus with the 144Hz refresh rate, it's a very smooth and responsive display. I mean, I've played some AAA titles on this laptop, and the experience on this display has been fast and nice. See, the high refresh rate display here combines very well with the high-end specs that the laptop packs. The Omen 15 comes with the Intel Core i7-10750H CPU coupled with the NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1650 Ti GPU with 1TB PCIe SSD and up to 16GB of DDR4 RAM. Now some important points to note here is that the top end variant of the HP Omen 15 comes with the NVIDIA RTX 2070 Super with Max-Q design, so you can choose to have better GPU performance. Also, I like the fact that you can upgrade the RAM here, and there's also an empty NVMe slot, so you can also upgrade your storage. Now coming to the performance, even though there's 1650 Ti on board, the laptop was able to handle AAA titles with ease. PUBG ran amazingly well. At ultra graphics, I got an FPS of around 60 and 70, which is very good. However, I wanted to take full use of the 144Hz panel, and so I set the graphics to high, and the FPS was in the 80s and 90s, and the game felt super responsive. I also played Far Cry 5, another intensive game, and at Ultra the graphics was fairly good and the FPS was in the 50s and 60s. But yeah, when I set the graphics to high, I got the FPS in around the 70s. So yeah, you can always set the graphics to medium and you can even get better frame rates. As for the thermal performance, the big fans and the vents make the HP Omen 15 a very cool machine. See, I generally played my games with the thermal control set to auto in the Omen command center, which automatically controls the fan speed, and I did not ever feel like the laptop was overheating. See, the room temperature during my testing was around 25 degrees, and after an hour of Far Cry 5 at Ultra, I did not feel any heat on the touchpad or on the keyboard, and the temperature was around 38-40 degrees. There was some heat dissipation from the top, which was around 47 to 50 degrees, but that's not something we're going to touch, so it's alright. As for the fan, you can always crank up the fan speed from the Omen command center. And yes, the fans do get slightly loud, but yeah, I wouldn't say it's super loud. Now apart from gaming, I think this is a laptop that can handle things like 4K video editing. And well, I ran a few benchmark scores, so check out the scores. So here are the benchmark scores, and as you can see, be it the 3D Mark or the PC Mark or even the Far Cry benchmark, the benchmark scores are pretty good. Look, in my opinion, so far, I think this is a laptop that can handle intensive tasks, but yeah, there's more to this laptop. There's the keyboard here, which I really like. First up, I think this layout is pretty good, and this is a full-size keyboard, so that's nice and pretty rare. The keys are pretty good too, the travel is decent enough, and I enjoyed the typing experience on this keyboard. Plus this is a 4-zone RGB backlit keyboard, as you can see, and I think it looks really cool when lit up. Plus you can customize the lighting through the Omen command center. As for the trackpad, it's pretty usual. It has the Windows gesture support and it's overall decent enough. As for the portability, I'll be honest with you, this isn't a super lightweight laptop, but hey, it's a gaming laptop, and given that, it's not heavy too and lighter than most of the laptops in this category. I mean, with everything it's packing, I'd say its 2 kg weight is alright. Plus, it's the smallest 15-inch gaming laptop in terms of footprint, so that's nice as well. As for the speakers here, you get 2 of them, one right here and one right here, and while these aren't anything crazy loud, but these have decent clarity and ample depth. Lastly, there's the battery. The highest end Omen 15 variant comes with a 71 watt-hour battery and the 200 watt charging adapter, but the one we have has a 52 watt-hour battery and a 150 watt charging adapter. See, when it comes to battery life, this is a gaming laptop, so expect around 3.5 hours of battery life. So concluding my experience of the HP Omen 15, I think this is a very good gaming laptop. And I like the fact that this starts at Rs 76,000 and the variant we are using costs 1,21,000 rupees and the top end variant of the HP Omen 15 costs 1,71,000 rupees. Which is great because I like the fact that there's a variant for basically everyone, no matter what your budget is. Now the reason I call this a good gaming laptop is because of 3 things. The high-end specs that can handle AAA titles, the 144Hz display that looks great and is very responsive, and the great thermal performance, which I think is the big highlight here. Now there's obviously more to this laptop, but these are what make the HP Omen 15 a good gaming laptop to me. Apart from the HP Omen 15, HP has also launched its new Pavilion Gaming 16 laptop, and I think this is a laptop exciting for both gamers and content creators. So the biggest USP of the HP Pavilion Gaming 16 is obviously this big 16-inch Full HD display in a 15-inch form factor, all thanks to the narrow bezels. And this big display means it's great for gaming as well as things like video editing. Plus, I like the overall design too, as it incorporates this big touchpad and the front-firing speakers. The specs are pretty good too. You get the 10th Gen Core i5 i7 chipsets with the fairly powerful NVIDIA 1660 Ti GPU, 1TB HDD, plus 256GB SSD and Wi-Fi 6 support. Plus, the Pavilion Gaming 16 does come with the Omen Command Center, so you can tune the performance of the laptop according to your needs. Well, the HP Pavilion Gaming 16 starts at Rs 70,999 in India, so this is another new HP laptop that you can check out if you've always wanted a bigger display on your gaming laptop, or maybe you just want a powerful laptop for your creative needs. So what do you think of the new HP Omen 15 and the new HP Pavilion Gaming 16 laptops? Tell us in the comment section below. Also give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and make sure to share it with your friends. Lastly, subscribe to our channel for more amazing tech videos. Well, that's me signing off. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next one. The new HP Omen 15 powered by the 10th Gen Intel Core i7 processor.